powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Welch. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got him. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Welch. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Makes the catch. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Auburn to the line in a hurry. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Breaks into the open. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Tigers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
A run for the quarterback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Release to the back. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Drip, drip, drip. The water droplets keep hitting the forehead. The paper cuts keep accumulating, and they keep moving the ball down the field, David.
Yeah, and there's a skill to that. I know it's not always the sexy route. It's not what everybody wants. But, man, when you take what the defense gives you and you move the ball slowly down the field and your quarterback's making good decisions, your offense can put up great numbers. And now, getting towards the red zone, try to get some points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh my, he just shanked that one. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Working that left side now. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Here we go.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. He's looking to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position. The fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. Just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. And not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incomplete.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings them to within 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Dip 3 soda. Here we go.
Using his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking to buy time. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it.
Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Getting a little fancy with a give to the wide receiver here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And you run it on third down right there, and you get stuffed. Nice job by the defense. Now, how aggressive does this offense want to be? Do we still want to go for the touchdown and go for gusto, or do we want to settle for a field goal?
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Hard running there. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll test the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just a deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
He's in open space downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it doesn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think everybody on defense was expecting pass on 3rd and long. DBs, linebackers, everyone's got their eyes on the pass catchers, but no one was thinking about the running back, and it cost them.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to surge it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Peppers. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to fight.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Auburn! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the big throw. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown time. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Motion from the back. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.